We had Tammy Bruce on the program earlier today. I want you to listen to what she had to say about Iran reopening the strait.
The president's doing it. He's the only one who could do it. And now we're seeing the results. There were complaints about an economic hit if he were to do this. Well, there has been. And it's one that is going to be an increasingly positive framework, as we're seeing throughout this morning. Well, it's been a constant effort by the Trump administration. And you don't see everything, of course, on television. You don't see the nature of the multitude of negotiations, of pressures, of points and tools that the president and the administration is using. So you don't see that played out every day. What you do see are results.
We need a security analyst, and we got one. Her name is Victoria Coates, and she joins me now. Victoria, it seems like we're just barreling towards peace, doesn't it?
Well, good morning, Stuart. Yes, it does. And this is really, an extraordinary series of developments. Last month, I wrote a piece for FoxNews.com saying that conventional wisdom really hadn't been correct about anything regarding this war. And I think that's even more true today. And look where we woke up this morning. We've got the Dow up hundreds of points. We've got oil down to $82 a barrel. It was supposed to be at $200 a barrel. I'm old enough to remember, and that was the prediction. And we have peace breaking out in the Middle East, this extraordinary development between Israel and Lebanon. And my friend Danny Dayan is rightly cautious about this. It's been a problem for Israel for decades. But at the same time, this is what happens when you weaken Iran. You get America's allies strengthened, like Israel, like the Gulf states, and Iran and Hezbollah are the ones who are isolated.
Was the ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, is that the reason why the Iranians said, OK, we'll open the Strait of Hormuz? Is there a direct connection there?
I really don't think so. I think the Iranians are taking a long look in the mirror and realizing that they have a completely destroyed economy. They have no industrial base anymore. They have no stock market. It hasn't been open since early March. Their currency is valueless. And when they turn everything back on, I think you may see a historic capital flight out of Iran. So I think that's what's motivating them. They are desperate. They're on the ropes. And the president is right to press his advantage right now. No money for them, no concessions out of the United States.
We've had a flurry of Truth Social posts by the president, all of them very, very important pieces. One of the early ones this morning concerned uranium dust. He said, can we put it up on the screen, please? There you go. The USA will get all nuclear dust created by our great B-2 bombers. No money will change hands in any way, shape or form. So how are we going to get that dust back?
Well, that's a pretty clear statement there. And I think the report that you were talking about a little bit earlier, where the Iranians thought they were going to get a bunch of money for this, that was probably sourced to the Iranians, who I'm sure would like some of those frozen funds. The president's unequivocal that's not happening. But we have teams of special operators, Stuart, who are trained to recover nuclear waste like this. And so if the Iranians agree to give it up, that's the best possible scenario for us. We can send in those teams. We can secure them. We demonstrated with that heroic pilot rescue last month that we can do those operations in Iran, even under hostile circumstances. But that's the kind of group we have. Other people don't have that capability, but we do, and we can get this done.
The president may go to Pakistan in the next few days, perhaps, to sign the deal. If he did go, that would really be the defining moment of his presidency, wouldn't it?
Well, certainly for the first 2 years, Stuart, but we still have a ways to go. So, we don't want to predict too early what the defining moment's going to be. But it certainly would be a huge moment. I mean, he told the American people in that historic video at the beginning of this conflict, this is not going to go on forever. This is not Iraq. This isn't Afghanistan. We're going to go in. We're going to devastate the enemy. We're going to give them every opportunity to come to the table and take a reasonable deal. And then we're going to end this thing. And so I do think he is setting up a new paradigm for how the United States projects power, particularly, but not limited to the Middle East. And certainly would be a great moment to have him go and do a signing ceremony and declare victory. That's so important. With these other wars, they just drag into stalemates. For the United States to say, we won, the way we won World War II, and that this is a decisive moment, I think that would be great.
It surely would. Victoria Coates, what a pleasure. Have a great weekend. You deserve some rest. I don't think you'll get it, though. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks.
Sure thing.